I am a KHM student, or at least I used to be. Depending on your perspective and the way you define a student. I do attend online Zoom seminars with my shitty Wi-Fi connection that seems to break apart every time I try to have a conversation. I do try to select all those seminars with the Moodle and the Voyager system, which seems to crash. Right now, everything seems to be gesperrt. The KHM, my job, my art life. So I find myself thinking, what is my identity? What do I identify with? It seems that I identify as an artist, a student, and also as an Erzieher. By the way, that's a really cool church. It seems to me that nothing that I used to do by so far is possible. I belong to the risk group, which means that the chances of me getting the virus are extremely high. Not only that, but I might suffer a 30% loss of the capacity of my lungs if I get it. While crossing the walk on Heumarket, I cannot help but think, how am I supposed to react to all of that? So I wrote a letter to the KHM institution to apply for a funding, and because I want to avoid the post office mixing with people, I'm going there in person. Now this here, for my Bulgarian friends who've never been to Cologne and to KHM, this is the so-called cool shortcut for the cool KHM students. If you walk through the cool shortcut, you are unofficially a cool KHM student. If you don't, and if you use the other way from the street, then you're not cool. Just keep that in mind. Am I useful in some way to society as an artist? How could I react to the coronavirus crisis? I am wearing those gloves because I really want to avoid all chances of getting the virus, or at least lowering them. I really want to see the building. I want to see if there's anyone in front, or is it completely empty and deserted? Ah, there it is. Well, now isn't that depressing? The aula, absolutely empty and closed. You can only stare from it from the outside. This is where we had our seminars with Phil and with Toby. This is where the Mensa was or is, and the Mensa Gallery, and where we had Julia share seminars. There's only one way I can think of reacting to all of this as a KHM student. Only one way. And that is by creating this video and letting everybody know that I really don't like not being able to enter the building of my very own academy. Or is it my own? Does it belong to me? Does it belong to us? Who are we? The students, the professors, the Mitarbeiters? How are we supposed to react to all of this? Should we react at all? Should we keep in touch with each other, or should we isolate ourselves? Apparently this is the only thing I can think of. Yes, none of this makes any sense. The very same goes for the restrictions that we have within academical institutions, while at the same time people in Cologne are meeting each other in parks, bars, restaurants, and they're not following any of the restrictions, and they're not doing any social distancing, or not even wearing masks. This is me trying to log into Moodle or Vorka. Hello? Anybody there? No? Not at all.